Police officers are entrusted with catching criminals and ensuring that the law is obeyed. However, sometimes they break the same law only to be exposed later, just like this cop who was owned by his fellow officer.
Hey, sir, you do me a favor, step to the front of my uniform?
Tell me what you pulled me over for? What do you want? What do you want?
Do me a favor, stand in front of my unit, please.
I can stand where I want. You can tell me what you pulled me over for.
Okay, so for my safety, I want you to stay in front of my unit.
And for auditor safety, I would like for you to tell me why you stopped me. Who are you?
I will in just a second. Hey, man, stand in front of my unit.
I could stand where I want, dude.
Not on my traffic stop.
Not on my traffic stop. What do you want? What did you pull me over for?
Do me a favor, you can put the cell phone down.
No, I can hold my cell phone.
When it interferes with a...
It's not interfering. Recording.
It is.
Turner versus driver says it is not interfering. Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, as Turner versus driver, have every right to film y'all. What did you pull me over for?
So the reason why I stopped, I noticed you were veering back and forth.
Oh, don't give me that. It's all on dash cam.
It later turned out that the person driving the car was an auditor with a YouTube channel named Truth Be Told Audits. The auditor soon expressed an excellent knowledge of the law, and it was clear that the officer could not intimidate him so easily.
So do you want me to tell you? Or are you going to let me explain, or are you going to keep bumping your gun?
I'm going to keep bumping my guns because I have every right.
Got your ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for? What law did I break? What law did I break?
Improper lane use.
Improper lanes, I was in my lane. I got dash cam to prove it. I never broke line either side.
You don't have to break line.
What do you mean I have to break line? I didn't.
Statute says veering back and forth is improper lane use.
I was not veering back and forth.
This ain't the courtroom. May I see your driver's license, please?
This is not the courtroom?
Nope.
This is not the courtroom. So you're pulling me over saying that what? I'm drunk?
May I see your driver's license?
You're saying that I'm drunk?
I'm not. Are you having a medical episode? Are you distracted? Are you tired? Have you been driving for a long time?
I don't answer questions. How about that?
Take a look at your driver's license, please.
Okay. Who are you, Dennis Strings? Who are you, Dennis Strings? What's your name and badge number?
I told you my name is Officer DeBoard, Dennis Springs Police Department.
Okay, and you're going to be one of the slow ones that just messed up. Now, what else do you want?
Officer DeBoard claimed that he was swerving in his lane. Surprisingly, this is not a crime, as it is often advised to help people avoid potholes and bumps. The officer, however, kept on with his aggressive demeanor as the auditor refused to give in.
Harassment. Y'all are harassing me because of who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm telling you, I am your worst nightmare at this point. What?
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't care what you got to say.
If you say that again, I'm going to take that as a threat.
It's called freedom of speech.
You better
learn the law.
I will take that as a threat and act accordingly.
How is it threat?
I'm telling you. 2629
Look at this.
Louisiana, 128.
Oh man, you're gonna let this fool fucking do this stupid shit to Sanjay? Really? You know I don't do nothing wrong. I don't break laws.
You know, I was just going to let you off with a warning, but now I'm going to write you a ticket.
For what?
Improper lane usage.
I didn't change lanes.
The officer's ego was too big. He claimed that he had changed his mind and would write him a ticket for the offense he was only about to give a warning for earlier. A police officer must have thicker skin than this, and if this wasn't enough, the tyrant went on to unlawfully search him.
Veering back and forth.
I did not break line.
You're going to get
Write me a ticket. Write me the ticket. Go ahead. Go write me the ticket. Go on.
Stand right there. Actually got any weapons on you? Turn around, face
I don't answer questions. And this is going to be an illegal search.
Turn around, face my unit.
Really?
Place your hands on top of your head and interlace your fingers.
I'm recording you. Oh, okay. You see this people? You see this people? You see this people?
Now, spread your feet. Now it's an officer safety thing. You need to learn the law. So right now, I'm going to be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Oh, you're messing up.
Oh, I'm going to show you. So I can conduct a lawful pat frisk for weapons for officer safety.
It's called Terry versus
And
Ohio.
I gave you 3 lawful commands and you sat there. You got 1 time. Yep, and you just messed up. A knife, interesting weapon.
I don't have to answer your questions.
I'm not asking you no questions.
You asked me about it.
You got the right to remain silent. Use it. Be quiet.
I don't have to answer.
Then use it.
This traffic stop could have been avoided, and the officer certainly messed with the wrong man. He soon realized he also had a dash cam on. He got back in his police cruiser to write him a ticket. However, throughout the encounter, he had severe problems with his recording.
You threatening me again?
You're gonna get a written.
Hey, I've been written up. You don't even know.
You're gonna get written up. You're gonna get a complaint form.
Good.
It's gonna go on your jacket.
Come on with it.
It's gonna get. I guarantee it's gonna.
Yep. Put the phone down, man. You don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to?
No, you don't. Statute doesn't state that.
What does the statute state?
Put the phone down.
As the officer decides to write a ticket, the other officer, who has been relatively silent until now, decides to go toward him and teach him a lesson in law. His attitude is much better, as he does not support his feelings.
We're gonna write my ticket for, I guess, driving straight. Don't retaliate.
So this one's on?
Yeah.
Yes, you're allowed to get out here.
Yeah.
I know law better than you do.
It's up to you if you want to write a ticket.
Have y'all dealt with him before?
I dealt a couple times, see me. But I don't really, he don't really cause him any problems. Him and Payne get into it a lot. They really don't like Walker PD that much.
Well,
Retaliation people right here.
It's up to you if you want to write a ticket.
well, so I dealt with the cell phone thing when it interferes with his investigation.
It just in general, he's still allowed to record. Can't tell it all. Put it down.
Well, but within a certain distance of a law enforcement officer
They haven't
conducting.
approved that yet. They're trying to get that approved. I don't think it's in
It must-
Louisiana. It's in a different couple states. I think Florida approved it first. But
Yeah,
I have
approved here when I dealt with it.
well, I have to double check. I don't know. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Officer DeBoard returned to his car and tried to look up the law. Meanwhile, the other officer approached him again and tried to calm him down, as the auditor was messing with his brain now.
But Sergeant Payne put you in position with. Sergeant Payne makes you position.
Just on 415,
Don't
10-4.
forget it's all on gas cam.
Two.
All on gas cam. You're about to look stupid. You're about to look stupid.
Be quiet.
I'm allowed to.
Hey, don't.
If you step any closer to me,
What's your inspection?
stand right over there. If you step one more foot closer to my unit, I'm gonna take it as a threat and I'm gonna act accordingly.
I haven't even moved.
I want it back, son.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I want it back.
I'm still waiting for any response back.
The good cop also tried to warn him about the dash cam inside the auditor's car. Evidently, even this officer knew DeBoard was unnecessarily escalating the situation.
This is really slow. Dispatch 415, we got it back. It's negative.
Well, I don't even know what you're driving. Remember, I'll just say hey to y'all. Honest to God, no. They guys strike me down right now. I don't know which y'all driving. I'm just a backup officer, but
I wasn't gonna write him a ticket. Be unlawful for a person who's either principal or accessory crime detained. Let's see.
also people knew for sure that he was there. Not trying to dumb questions.
So,
stop.
I noticed
because this is how that
I
Walker cop
noticed.
got in trouble. Because they do have dash cams.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
So I noticed he veered to the center lane of travel right before he crossed over the intersection. But after that, he didn't veer.
No matter what the officer said,
Said now, it was evident that he had escalated a simple matter. This situation should have been resolved with a simple warning, but the officer couldn't handle the
When all that's going on, when it interferes with a law enforcement investigation, take the phone, turn it off.
Give you a heads up.
Yeah, I know.
We'll go fight him. It's going to look for it.
I know.
So,
Not like I ain't been written up or tried to been sued before. It's been doing this 12 years, man. Not the first time that it's happened. Whenever buying a more clear lane traffic, in addition
But
to
all they have to tweak on is dial it back, don't feed it to it, that's what he wants. That's what the view's gonna get, that's what the camera wants.
I just don't want him to keep walking towards my unit, because for me that's an officer safety thing, and I can articulate that all day in court, and he won't beat that.
The officer flexed that he has been doing this for 12 years. I really wonder how many people had to suffer because of this tyrant cop.
Well, if I don't write him a ticket, then if I don't write him a ticket,
No, it's up to you. You want to do ticket. You got officer discretion all day, every day. But he is going to talk more shit. It's either way it's going to go. You just have to not let it get to you, ignore it.
my main concern is officer safety right
Yeah,
now.
I feel you on that, but
Well, I didn't have to tell him 3 times.
it's up to you if you want to ride them. But it is what it is.
Well, am I going to deal with any backlash if I don't?
That, no, officer discretion is what it is.
Oh, so here's the thing. So I don't have a dash cam. And now, is it going to show him veering? Probably not. The way his dash cam is positioned, because I see it right here, it's not going to show him veering. It's not going to show.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want to ride them. If not, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we got also discretion. You want to decide it ain't worth the headache. Or if you want to just hit them with the ticket, keep seeing them veering, your word against us, we're going to go to court. Either way, this is going all over YouTube, so.
A few moments later, Officer DeBoer decided not to give him a ticket as it appeared he had listened to the words
Of the other officer who was forcing him not to do it. Deep down, he knew this would backfire because the auditor had proof.
Don't get your knife till you pull off. I'm going to cut you a break tonight. Okay?
Give me a break tonight.
Cut you a break. Can I give your driver's license back?
Yeah, my license.
Hold on. Miss, how you pronounce your last name?
I don't answer questions.
How you pronounce your last
I don't
name?
answer questions.
Tulos?
It's Greek. I'll give you that much.
Well, I just want to be respectful. Tulos?
Respectful, you pulled me over for no reason just now.
I don't pull people over for no reason. So, next time we have this conversation, there'll be some paper.
Next time we have this conversation,
You're free to go.
so the traffic stop over. Am I free to go, officer?
You're free to go.
I'm free to go.
The officer had to leave the scene with his tail between his legs, as the auditor and his fellow officer had owned him. We hope that he learned his lesson that day. Well, this officer might have learned a lesson, but this next cop was shut down by his sergeant.
Not a problem.
He can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any form of identification.
He can videotape, not a problem.
In October 2015, a First Amendment auditor, Jason Unruh, was filming outside a police station when a concerned officer approached him and started to intimidate him into stopping filming.
If you want my name, I'll give you everything. Who are you?
I don't need to provide that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If I'm asking you who you are and why you're videotaping our facility, you have to provide me with some kind of identification. So do you have any identification?
To require identification under the law, you need to be able to articulate a crime that I'm about to commit or I have committed.
Okay. You're going around, you're videotaping our state police facility for no apparent reason, and if I'm asking you who you are, you have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to,
it's
no.
just like anything else.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
In fact, your public information officer already has dealt with this here, and so has a few other officers, so...
I don't care who's dealt with it. I'm asking you for identification because I want to know who you are right now.
The officer clearly lacked understanding of the law, as he was unaware of the First Amendment right and the right to film in public. He even claimed to ignore Supreme Court rulings, further aggravating the auditor.
And I want to know what your reasoning is for videotaping our facility.
Well, first of all, Supreme Court has covered that filming out in public is perfectly legal.
I don't care what the
And that is
Supreme
not a
Court-
suspicion of crime. So therefore, you have no suspicion of crime.
Listen, you can cite whatever you want.
Right.
Why are you videotaping? That's what I'm asking right now.
I don't have to answer that.
Well, then I want to see a form of identification, identifying who you are, why you're outside my facility right now videotaping us.
I don't have to provide that either.
Why not? Why do you feel that you do not have to perform any form of
Because that's the
identification?
law.
No, it's not. If
Yes,
you're
it
out
is.
here and I want to know why you're videotaping our facility and you have to provide me some form of identification, you just can't come and walk away anytime you want and just come up with your things and fly them over our lot. I want to know who you are and why you're videotaping this right
You
now.
probably want to get a supervisor or somebody higher up.
Sure, here's my sergeant. He's coming out right now.
And he'll tell you.
Okay, no problem.
The tyrant cop waited for his supervisor to arrive before addressing the situation. However, he had no clue that he was about to get one of the worst humiliations of his life.
Hey, Len. He was flying the drone out in front, videotaping. All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go to your first sergeant, not a problem. Not a problem.
He can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any form of identification.
He can videotape, not a problem.
All right.
So you were wrong?
Huh?
You were wrong?
According to my sergeant, yes, I was.
So you learned something today. That's good.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure I'll see you. Have a good day.
The officer was embarrassed and didn't wait a second longer as he quickly exited the scene. Soon, the auditor talked to the sergeant, who was still courteous and even offered his apology.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of this. I said sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of, I guess you could say, I wouldn't say misinformation, but it's an area that we're not used to dealing with. All right?
Well, that's apparent. I've dealt with your troopers already on
Yeah,
this.
I'm sure you have. It's not a problem. That's why I came out here. I saw that he was talking to you, so.
You probably should educate them a little bit more on it. It's going to be a more,
It's kind of an area that's new to everybody, and until they have legislation on it.
which there is none.
Right. So sorry for the inconvenience, okay?
This shows that plenty of good officers are still on the force, and we hope every cop learns from this sergeant. However, this isn't the last time a police officer was put in his place by his supervisor.
You don't want to identify yourself?
Well, I don't need to. He said he doesn't suspect me of a crime or anything, and
I'm just asking.
No, but no, sir, I don't.
Just asking. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
On May 17, 2020, First Amendment auditor and podcaster John Mitchell, who has a YouTube channel called Rowdy Podcast, was filming outside the St. Louis Park Police Department when Officer Todd Hintz stopped him and went over to confront him.
Oh,
What's going on?
not much, just walking around.
Videotaping the police department's not a good idea.
Why? You guys are friendly people.
We are, but why are we doing this?
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's a security issue for us.
Is it?
It is.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's public property.
It is public property, but when you start recording our perimeter and our gates and what our activities are, it's a concern to us.
I've only been here for about 15 minutes.
Right. We had officers that drove by and saw you pulling out of here, walking out of here, and said that you were recording them as they left.
I did.
Yeah, and that's an issue. Why are we doing that?
I don't have to have a reason.
You don't have a reason.
I don't have to have one.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license? I can see.
I don't.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You're not going to give it to me.
No. Why would I give it to you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you're recording our property. You're recording our building.
The officer had no clue that the auditor was legally allowed to film in public. He continued to be difficult and even detained him illegally.
Am I being detained?
You are.
Okay.
Until I can get you identified.
And what's your reasonable,
Because I want to make sure that you're
articulable
not doing
suspicion?
something that's a problem for our law enforcement community.
So in order to detain somebody, you have to have a law that you're investigating, correct? So which law are you? What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Are you looking to create a problem here for us? Or
No,
what are you
not at
trying
all.
to
I'm
do?
being polite and cordial.
I'm being polite and cordial too. So I'm
Well,
asking
you're
for
being a
your
little
name and date of
difficult.
birth so we can identify you.
I don't need to.
And be on our way.
Why would I need to identify myself?
Because I'm asking you to identify yourself.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Todd Hines. My badge number is 200.
Okay. Your name and badge
We're
number?
recording you just like you're recording
Good.
us.
Okay, good.
So
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd like to be on my way to go. I mean, you have to have
are you
reasonable...
refusing to identify yourself?
Well, there's no need to.
Mitchell had not broken any laws, and suspicion alone was not enough to detain anybody. It seemed the officer had never attended a law class, as he showed no regard for the citizens' rights. Soon, he called for his supervisor and kept demanding an ID from the auditor.
I just told you.
No, but I asked
You're
you...
recording our property.
I have to
You're
identify
recording what we're
myself.
doing,
Correct. And I have
and
to
I asked you
identify myself
yourself.
if you have
And you're
a
refusing.
reasonable,
I do.
articulable suspicion. And what is that?
You're looking to create problems. is what you're doing.
Is that what I'm doing? By just filming and exercising my First Amendment right?
That is my opinion, yes.
Okay, well, the good thing is the law doesn't go off your opinion.
But it does when you're obstructing our requests.
You can't, you can request, right? But it's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order at this point.
And
as soon as my sergeant gets up here, he's going to tell you the same thing.
Okay.
Okay? But you're not free to leave. You're correct.
I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not like that.
All right. Well, that's fine. So what's the problem with identifying yourself?
I just don't.
You don't have to.
I just don't need to.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I haven't broken any laws, and you just said you.
Nope, nobody said you broke any laws. I just said that your activity is suspicious to us.
Okay, and is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Listen, it's a concern for our safety and our welfare.
And I'm not here to do any ill will. I've told you that.
We don't know that.
I've told you that.
You could be, who knows?
Well, sure, but I mean, anyone going by here. Do you think I would be out in the open, just in the middle of daylight?
You're not recording our activities.
It's the middle of the daylight. I'm not hiding anything. I've literally hid nothing.
Believe me, people commit crimes in the middle of daylight too.
Fair enough. Well,
shortly after, the supervisor arrived on the scene and had a much different reaction to what Officer Hens thought earlier.
Yeah, but I won't video you. No, you're good. Why do you get the sweet car?
This gentleman's got a First Amendment right, he says, to videotape our activities around the police department, and he's refusing to identify himself so that we know who we're dealing with.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself?
Well, I don't need to. He said he doesn't suspect me of a crime or anything, and I'm just
asking.
No, but no, sir, I don't.
Just asking. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Okay.
Right, have a nice day.
My name's John, by the way.
Right, John.
Thanks. Take care, guys.
Cooperation, American.
What's that?
Well, this officer indeed learned his lesson, but the actions of this next cop will leave you speechless.
Okay. Stab in the face. I literally just walked by and said I'd call. What happened, sir? Three guys drove me in the car and pulled me and they drove me south. So, all right, thank you. You're the best. In the face, too. You sing. What'd they stab you with? Right here. He hit me probably 3 or 4 times. I just called hard. And then he got me right here. So, and then good luck. Yeah, thanks, man. So, but I had a.
Do you have any idea who it is?
You were in Spanish,
a car?
So.
You said you were in a car with them, right?
They pulled me into a car.
The shirtless man was later identified as 40-year-old Chad McCardle, who happened to be the Boston Heights police chief. The off-duty police officer was on vacation in Florida when this incident occurred.
Here's what's up, dude. I'm a cop. Here's my. So here's where the part. Welcome, boys. No, dude, seriously, look at it.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what your guys' problem is, but
okay.
They had it's even like my girlfriend.
Where did they pick you up at?
Whatever bar that dirtbags.
Dirtbags? Dirty Harry's?
Yeah. Yes.
Rick's and Dirty Harry's?
Yes.
Okay.
Officer McCardle claimed that he was stabbed multiple times. However, there were no sort of injuries or even a mark on his body that confused the officers. Despite this, they kept on listening to what he had to say, and that's when he said something alarming.
They took me to some alley, they started kicking me in the face, and like I grabbed a stick and started stabbing me. So.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I killed one of them.
You think you killed one of them?
Yeah, he started kicking me right in the fucking nose, and I was like, dude, I'm like whatever, and
where did you walk from? Do you
down here, and I started screaming. I'm like, would you guys
show me where you walked from?
Sorry.
The officers were shocked and alerted as they heard the officer talking about killing someone. That's when the investigation started getting interesting.
They started kicking me in the fucking nose, and I'm like, dude, just stop. So he's like, I want your girlfriend. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like,
So you think you have some sand on your face?
Yeah.
Where this came from?
He had he was just like bludgeoning me with like a stick or whatever, and I was like, dude, you. Like I cracked the stick, and I was like stepping the neck, and he just like I know he was bleeding. So where did this happen? Where did they look like? It's an alleyway, like right on there. I put a taxi cab over, and he's like, dude, call 911, and he's like, he drove off. So I was like, hey. You guys, like, whatever. So, like, whatever, but there were 2 guys. He had a white beard, black
You said he has a white beard?
He had a black beard. He was like super white, fucking black beard.
Seeing the officer's condition, the cops even started to wonder if he had a little too much to drink the night. However, McCardle persisted in claiming that he was stabbed.
Still, Cleveland, Ohio.
You're on vacation?
Yeah.
Where are you staying at?
Sloup in Miami. We came in here for one night.
Okay, where are you staying at down here?
Airbnb at Cleveland High Street.
So where's your girlfriend that you said?
I have no clue. I can't because they kept trying my phone, so I can't activate it. So
who's they? Who kept trying your phone?
There's a white dude with a black beard. There's like a heavy set dude with like a gray and white beard. So yeah, I'm a cop too, so that's what's.
As more officers arrived at the scene, McCardle continued to repeat his story, emphasizing his status as a fellow law enforcement officer.
You're Chad, right?
I'm Chad. I'm chief of police where I work, so that's like, dude, this dude dragged me down the alleyway and started kicking me in the face. I like broke a stick, started stabbing him in the neck. I don't know if the dude's dead or not. So I was aiming right for here. I'm telling you, that dude right there, he like came up, kicked me in the face. I was like, all right, let's fucking go. I broke a branch off and started just stabbing. So
the officers kept listening to his side of the story before they went onto the alley where the alleged fighting took place, according to the officer. They discovered a homeless man there who revealed significant details about the troubling encounter.
Need you to come out here.
Oh.
What's your name?
Joey.
Joey, did you hear any commotion going on? Like a fight or something that's broke out?
Yeah.
You did? Come out here for me so I can see you. I'm in the alley right behind 424 Southern, and I'm out with the 77 that stated there was a fight that just took place here.
I was just hiding from him.
You were hiding from him?
Yeah.
So what did you hear?
I don't know. The guy just...
Was it right here or was it over here?
It was... Well... I was standing right there.
Mm-hmm. You right here? Okay.
And he kicked me in the back.
Kicked you?
Yeah.
The homeless man added another twist to the tale, asserting that he had been kicked in the back without any reason. That led the officer to inquire about it in detail.
I mean, out of the blue.
If you could describe this guy, what did he look like?
About your size.
Okay, what was he wearing?
I don't know. But
did you notice anything that you'd be able to pick out?
I would say he was blonde or redheaded.
Okay.
That's about
skinny
all.
guy, kind of bulky, heavy set.
Kind of. Your size.
Did you do anything to him when he kicked you?
No.
No.
I hit the ground. Matter of fact, my back is.
The narrative was indeed pretty hard to digest, but it also made sense. And the officer also made sure to go down to the details, leaving no stone unturned.
What's going on there?
So when he came up and attacked you, did he say anything?
No. He said, I'm gonna kill you.
So you were standing right here. Where did the guy come from?
That way. Because he kicked me in the back.
So you were standing right here. Okay? So you're standing right here.
Turn around.
So your back was facing to the alley.
Yeah.
And he just walked up and kicked you. So you didn't see him coming, is what you're saying?
I didn't see him coming, didn't hear him. And when I hit the ground, he kicked me a couple more times.
Okay.
Now, the officers had listened to both of their narratives and had to make a decision. They decided to talk the matter among themselves first, before passing the final verdict.
Note all of his stuff that he said into the report, but whatever happened with that, he's not been able to provide any type of even close to a description. White beard, black beard, like you can't give any description of all these people. Says he stabbed multiple times, there's absolutely zero stab wounds on him whatsoever. All we can corroborate is that he beat this poor guy up in an alley for no reason. So, who wants to press charges? 10-15 away, bud. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back. We are going to detain you right now.
The homeless man also told the cops that he recognized McCardle was the man who kicked him. On top of this, McCardle's shoes were also found inside the alley. After careful consideration, the officers concluded that the entire fiasco was fabricated by Officer McCardle to hide his hideous act of beating the homeless guy.
Whole another investigation occurring at this point. Two IDs on this police ID. I need to make
You're gonna have to hold that for right now. There's no bathrooms around.
Where's your car at, Ivan?
Give me the keys to your car. I'll go get your car. I'll go get it.
Jad McCardle was arrested and taken to the police station where he was charged with beating a homeless man with no apparent reason. He was placed on a paid administrative leave. However, just a few weeks later, the charge against him was dropped after the homeless man died in Florida from unrelated causes, as there was no way to prove the case. Well, this officer certainly got off easily, but the next one ended up getting what he deserved.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up, don't.
On July 4th in Columbus, Ohio, a police officer attempted to stop a truck driver for missing mud flap on his semi-truck. However, the driver didn't stop and instead led a large-scale pursuit by the Circleville Police Department. For once, the driver seemed to stop.
Okay, I'm coming to a stop.
Get out of the truck! Alright, you just pull back out.
Okay, you click county or Ross County?
He took off again. We're heading northbound, 23. 1959 Jackson, I'll have driver.
The driver was later identified as 23-year-old Jadarius Rose, who got confused and nervous as to why the cops were pulling him over. As he saw the guns coming out, his fear escalated and started to drive away. However, he was finally brought to a stop once the spike bars were placed right in front of the truck.
I need an update for 1020 again.
Tell them to stop there, if they got wrong. Circleville PD, have a dog.
That's a dog! Come to me! You don't one bit!
Within moments, Mr. Rose got out of the truck with his hands raised, visibly unarmed. Among the officers present was also a K-9 unit, and despite the officers repeatedly almost shouting to not let the K-9 anywhere near him, the officer handling the dog did the unthinkable.
On the ground, you're gonna get bit. Come to me, man!
Do not let them, don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up, don't. Do not. Get the dog off of him. Get the dog off of him.
Get the dog! Out the dog! Watch the cat! Watch the cat!
The officer released the dog over Mr. Rose, who absolutely mauled him. The reaction of the other officers reveals the entire story.
Get the dog off! Get your dog! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Please, please!
I got squad.
Okay.
Don't get a call now. So be a squad for the suspect. Our units are clearing the vehicle now.
Put your hand back! Give me your hand! Give me your hand!
Get the first aid.
The truck driver was in terrible pain, and he made sure that his cries were heard. The officer who let the dog on him made a grave error, but still, he had no remorse for it. Every officer on the scene realized that they'd made a mistake, and they were trying their best to rectify it. Nevertheless, it was evident that irreversible damage had already been done.
What? Yes, clear that. You got a first aid kit going up there now? Yeah. Was that not loud enough?
You said it 3-4 multiple times.
Just let the dog bite me. Why would you touch my left arm? No, why you keep bending my arm?
We're trying to get it wrapped.
We're wrapping it up.
We're not trying to hurt you.
Here.
The officers did the courtesy of providing him with first aid as they bandaged his injured arm. Despite their efforts, he remained in excruciating pain and needed proper medical attention.
Tire on the truck is deflated, buddy.
65 calling new exit should already be around. Go ahead.
Okay, no further.
Okay.
Still need the truck RP.
Give him a time.
Go ahead with it.
Buddy, I loosened it up. I can't. I'm not putting it any looser.
Not loose.
I can put two fingers in.
What can I, y'all? If anything, y'all just tighten it up. Yes, y'all did.
My handcuff keys on the road.
Trying to get me to lose my arm.
You're laying on it.
I'm not laying on my arm.
You was laying on it.
Not the left one. Not the left one. My right one because my left one.
Saying, try to help yourself a little bit. Stay off of it.
Loosen it up.
No.
The cops called for the EMS, but it was taking ages to arrive, just as usual.
They're on their way.
How long is it gonna take?
I don't know.
Well, you need to know because my arm is hurting.
They'll get here as soon as they can get here.
That's why I don't want to.
Shut up, man. No, it hurts. You wanna lay down? That's fine.
Finally, the EMS arrived, and Mr. Rose was transported to a hospital where he received the necessary medical treatment. He was later taken to the Ross County Jail, where he faced charges of failure to comply. He remained in jail until being released on July 7th. On the other hand, K-9 officer Ryan Speakman was promptly placed on administrative leave and an investigation started. Just one day after, Officer Speakman was fired from the police department. However, it's still not clear why Mr. Rose refused to stop for the police, but it's evident that the officer made a grave mistake. Fortunately, he was at least punished for his actions. This officer did something evil, but even this pales in front of what the next officer did. On April 27, 2020, the Los Angeles Police Department received a call from the owner of a property regarding a trespassing suspect on Houston Street.
I own the property. There's some people there and I cannot get access to the property.
Okay, is it a vacant house or does someone live in it?
Yes.
Okay, I understand that. Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
Hispanic.
Okay. How old does he look approximately?
Close to 40s.
40s, okay.
30 some.
Okay, and then the woman that's there, is she black, white, Hispanic, or Asian? So did you want the officers to call you when they're done since you're not there?
Please.
Got it. All right, sir, we'll send a unit out. We'll have them call you when they finish, okay?
Moments after the call ended, 2 officers were dispatched to the area to look for the Hispanic suspect who was trespassing. As the officers went inside the area, they did discover someone on the property.
This is private property.
Private property, let's go. What's up? Hey, nobody's creeping up on you, homie. Okay? I'm not creeping up on you. I'm a cop here. Someone calls us to be here. Yeah, you need to get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you don't scare me. Let's go.
The suspect appeared to be in a bad mood, but eventually agreed to leave the property on the officer's threat.
Don't come back either. Trespass. Go to jail next time.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to just let you please go. You got it, you got
Until they get in the handcuffs.
However, just as we thought the drama was over and the cops would be heading back, the male officer engaged in a verbal dispute with the suspect. This was about to lead to chaos.
Yeah, one bet. Wherever you want, my boy. I want to bet, yeah. Do your homework. Go. My family lives here, my boy. Go, turn around, man. Property, my turn around, man. Turn around, put your hands on it. What you gonna do, my boy? Turn around. What are you gonna do? Turn around. What you gonna do? Turn around. Do what you gotta do, my boy. You don't hear me, faggot. Turn around.
Turn around for what? Ain't nobody acting defiant, ain't nobody getting crazy but you.
459, get 450, they're going, give me back up. Put your hands behind your back. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hey.
What the think I am, motherfucker? What the do you think I am?
What?
Think I am?
Who do you think I am?
Some dumb or what?
It seemed like the officer's ego couldn't handle the words of the suspect as he got really riled up and even used some force on him. However, the worst was about to happen as the officer was about to lose his cool once again.
You idiot?
Yeah, you are. Turn around.
I'll turn around, but don't push up on me.
Turn around. Turn around, put your hands on your back now. Turn around, put your hands on your back.
Think I am?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Turn around, put your hands on your back. Let's go. Spread your feet. Feet!
Boy.
Spread your feet, man. Spread your feet.
Palms together, please.
Don't fight, man.
Ain't nobody fighting.
Don't fight. You're fighty, man.
Bro.
You're fighty, man.
Ain't nobody fighting.
Ben!
Right there, you need to back up.
Come on,
Stand.
Quick!
Despite the suspect having his hands behind his back and his feet wide apart, the power-hungry cop mercilessly beat the defenseless man multiple times. The situation was about to escalate even more.
What's wrong with you, mother?
What's with you, mother?
What's wrong with you, dumb?
Shut the fuck!
Put your hands behind your back, please.
You're not cooperating. You're gonna get hit again. Get on the fuck.
Doing, mother.
Get on the. Go and taste it, man. Get on the.
We got backup coming right now. Come on, come on. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands.
Who are you, dog?
Shut the fuck.
What's wrong with you, my boy?
The female officer who had witnessed everything realized that the officer was in the wrong, as she also didn't tase the suspect despite the other officer asking her to. Soon after, backup arrived and tried to handle the situation that was worsened by the ego-driven cop.
Shut the fuck. You, dog.
Go.
Hey, chill out, bro. Chill out. Chill out.
Shut the.
53, 415, man.
Fucker, that's why I hit you.
I didn't grab shit.
You grabbed my hand. So shut the.
Shit, but okay, do it here.
I had you. Yeah.
Gosh, cool. I'm not tripping on anything.
How'd my beer get like that? How'd my beer get like that?
I beat you.
Seeing the other officers arrive, he tried to play the victim card by falsely claiming that he was attacked first. Shortly after, plenty of neighbors also came out advocating for the poor victim.
Steele, chill out, all right? 453 Roger, it's gonna be a 4-4, suspect in custody.
She wasn't cooperating.
Huh?
Guys, he's the most friendly guy, right?
He's the most friendly. Get inside. He's the most friendly guy. Attacked me.
I really don't. But he's a really good
Just get inside. Get inside.
This cop was on a dangerous power trip, but this next officer did even worse.
You here for court for citation?
Oh, I'm not here for anything, officer.
What did you need?
Nobody in particular.
Okay, can you do me a favor and stand off to the side, please? I'm about to start a hearing.
Oh, I'm not in your way.
Yeah, actually, you're in the way of the window there, so people come up. You can stand over there, sir, by the door. If you're here for court, please make sure your cell phones are turned off before you walk into the courtroom.
Get that camera on my face, fool.
Sir, I don't mind if you film me or the building. Just don't get close to the cashiers, but please don't film the people. You don't have your permission to film them. I'm a public servant, so you can serve me, but do not film them.
I know what you're doing, man. That's disrespectful. Yeah, you have your own goddamn rights, but you don't got the right to be recording everybody else.
The officer was unnecessarily trying to intervene in his recordings, and the people were also becoming insecure about the camera. However, they had no idea that the auditor was simply exercising his First Amendment rights.
Can you stand over there for me, please? Sir, can you move over there for me, please?
I'm standing where I'm legally allowed to be.
Okay, this is a county building, so now I'm asking you to stand over there for me,
I'm
please.
standing where I'm legally allowed to be.
There's people here, and I'm trying to hold court.
Do your thing. Remember what I said.
Do you see the yellow spots? If you need the blue spots, there's people against them. Okay, you're not allowed to stand just anywhere you want.
This is a public place.
Okay, go and stand over there, sir.
I'm standing where I'm legally allowed to be.
There's people behind you, and if you start to film other people, I am going to ask you to leave the building.
I'm allowed to film them.
No,
This is
you're
a
not.
public place.
No, you're not.
I'm allowed
Do
to
you have
film.
permission to film them?
I don't need permission.
Yes, you do. Okay, with me, you don't. And that's fine, I get it. It doesn't bother me. But with these people here, you do.
You need to learn the law.
So you need to watch what you're doing.
You need to learn the law.
If you film the other people,
You need to learn the law.
okay, do not film
You
the other
need
people.
to learn the
Do
law.
not film the other people.
Watch your mouth.
The auditor was firm in his stance and refused to be intimidated by the officer. However, the officer wasn't alone in this, as some people also joined in.
Hey, why you recording me, bro? I ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing.
Zita Canales, Manuel Canales.
Hey,
Stop
you don't have to
recording me,
record
please.
us, dude.
Stop recording me.
Okay, sir, what you're doing now?
This is ridiculous, homeboy.
What
If
you're
you
doing-
got something to do, then you tell them. But you get your
So
here,
what you're
homeboy.
doing now, you're inciting a breach of the peace, and that is called disorderly conduct. So if you know your laws, then you know, right?
I absolutely do.
So now you're inciting a breach of the peace. You're upsetting the people.
No, please, big.
Okay? So at this point, go and step outside, sir. Sir?
One of the people started behaving like a Karen, repeatedly getting up from his seat only to be calmed by his wife. At one point, it started to get funny, but meanwhile, the cop was focused on spouting more lies.
Now you're inciting a breach of the peace.
I've said no. I've said
You're
no.
upsetting me, homeboy. You want some problems?
So go ahead and stop. That's enough.
Sir, I've done nothing.
Okay,
Yes,
you
you
are.
are,
You're
homeboy.
upsetting the people.
I'm standing where I'm legally allowed
We
to
are
be.
telling you.
Sir,
to stop
you don't have the
recording.
authority to tell me
You
anything.
are recording stuff
I'm
on
standing
me.
where I'm legally allowed to
Are you not
be.
recording that on me?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, then stop.
I have the legal
I
right.
am legally telling you to stop.
You don't have the authority, sir.
No, I do, sir.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
You
This
do
is a
not.
county facility, and you're disrupting the business inside the county.
Sir, I'm
building.
not saying a word.
You are disrupting. With your camera, you're disrupting it, so please step outside.
I have a First Amendment right to record.
Go and step outside, sir.
I'm standing where I'm legally allowed to be, sir.
Are you going to step outside?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Then move off to the side. Move off to the side by the
I'm
door.
standing
Move!
where you. I'm standing where you told me to be.
On the other side of the table. Okay. Now, if you want to play games, we'll play games.
Sir, I'm not playing games.
Okay, then move.
If I go there, I'm obstructing a passageway.
You're not obstructing the passageway. Anybody that needs to be here is inside the building. Now move, because you're upsetting these people.
The officer got in his face and forced him out of the building. It was completely illegal, as the auditor had every right to be there and he could film everything he saw. Shockingly, the officers seemed to have no knowledge of the Constitution.
Sir, that's not my intention.
Yes, it is. You're upsetting them.
Sir,
Whether
it's
it's your
not my
intention or not, you are.
It's not my intention.
Okay, so you're causing a breach of the peace, and that's
Sir,
called disorderly conduct.
I have no intention on causing a breach of
But
the
you
peace.
are.
That's
Okay,
not my
you
intention.
are.
That's
But
not
you-
my intention, sir.
Whether it's your intention or not, you've already done it.
I apologize if you
So
feel that
don't
way.
apologize. That's not that I feel that way. You're upsetting all these people.
I have nothing wrong. I have no problems with this man.
You're inciting a breach of the peace. He doesn't want you recording him.
Sir, I have a First Amendment right to stay in a public place and
So,
record.
but a breach of the peace is still breach
Yes,
of the
sir.
peace is still against the law.
Problems more than you, homeboy.
Go and step outside, sir. This
Sir.
is called disorderly conduct.
But I'm not the one being disorderly.
But you are. You're the one causing the breach of the peace.
But what I'm doing is legal.
But you're causing a breach of the peace, and that's not legal.
Yeah, but I can't be responsible for his actions.
For everybody's actions. Everybody's upset.
I-
That's a breach of the peace.
I'm sorry they feel that way, but I have a legal right to stand here.
but not if you're causing a breach of the peace.
The officer had to understand that people's feelings do not supersede the law. At this point, it appeared as if the officer was having an agenda against him and just wanted him out of there. Instead of controlling the idiot who kept getting out of his seat, he kept forcing the auditor to make his way out.
It's not my intention. I'm doing what I'm legally allowed to do.
Put your camera down, film the floor, film me. Do not film anybody else.
You do not have the authority to tell me that.
If you're causing a breach of the peace, I do.
That's not true, sir.
Yes, it is true.
Sir, you really need to learn the law.
Yes, it is true.
You really need to learn the law.
Okay, you're causing a breach of the peace.
That's not how I feel.
Well, I don't care what you feel. That's the law. You should know the law.
I'm telling you what the law is.
Well, you're inciting a breach of the peace. That's against the law.
I'm not inciting anything.
Yes, you are.
Video recording cannot be considered inciting.
Really? Show me where it says that.
Well, I don't have the law books.
Any action that incites a breach of the peace, any action. Okay? So either you move off to the side or I'm going to escort you outside. Okay?
That would be a Fourth Amendment seizure.
No, it's not. Okay, move over to that side, please.
Are you going to arrest me for obstructing a public passage?
No, I'm telling you to move.
I think I have the right to be anywhere in this public place.
Well, you don't.
According to who? This is a public place.
The auditor just calmly moved back inside as he knew his rights. The officer, on the other hand, could do nothing as he had no legal grounds to stop him.
Yeah, it is a public place, but you're causing a breach of the peace.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, then do not film these people because you're upsetting them, and that is a breach of the peace.
Sir.
Learn your laws before you're going to come in here and challenge me.
I'm telling you what the law is, sir.
Okay, and you're wrong.
It's not like I'm trying to antagonize him deliberately.
You are. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing.
It's deliberate.
That's exactly what you're doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Apparently, there was more than one Karen inside the building, as this guy went on a painful rant just because he was filming inside a public building. Sometimes, I wonder why these people are so afraid of a camera.
Honestly, I really just came to...
Well, if you about everybody else's feelings, shut the up. It bothers other people doing that.
Well,
step back. Don't walk towards him. Don't walk towards him.
No, don't try to make this...
Don't walk towards him. Do not walk towards him.
Walk right here.
Oh, see, I'm not trying to start anything with you.
You're about to.
Look, just calm down, dude.
No, you calm down. Get my face.
It's not in your face. Look how far away I am from you. I'm just recording the daily activity.
It's people like you that this is the way it is right now.
I'm not trying to do anything, man.
No, you can see it right away. Get a goddamn life. Go get a job.
Step off the side now.
Get a life.
Sir, step off to the side.
Instead of trying to confront the police officers wherever you're going, get a goddamn life. Go get a job.
I don't know why people keep saying I need to get a job.
Yeah,
sir, step off to the side.
Are you getting paid for it?
Sometimes.
Freelance security? Nuh-uh. That's not what it is. That's not journalism, brother. I'll tell you that much.
Really, that honestly is all I was here to do.
That's not journalism.
Well, how do you know?
Don't tell me you're going to go and make money out of that shit. No, you're not. You're trying to cause something here.
No, sir, I'm not. I'm just recording the daily activity.
Just go through a goddamn court. We've been through a lot. Just stop recording, bro.
Do your thing, sir.
Beyond comprehension as to why this guy was so agitated. Thankfully, he left the building, but the officer was still trying to intimidate him into leaving the area.
I can hear you yelling all the way up there. Could you please keep it down?
That's not me yelling, Your Honor.
Is everybody here for court? Yeah. Go and step into the courtroom for me, please.
Get your phone off my face.
Like I said, you can film me. Leave them alone.
Angel. I don't think it can record inside the building. Outside it can do all you want. Huh?
I really wish you wouldn't advance on me, sir.
I'm not advancing on you.
You're physically advancing.
No, I'm not. I already asked you to move over there. You have plenty of room to move out.
But I can be anywhere in this public area. You can't restrict my movement.
Ultimately, the officer removed everyone from the lobby and proceeded to escort them to the courtroom, thus preventing them from getting filmed. Just then, another officer came out and he was equally unknowledgeable about the law.
Yeah, he just wants to film the public, and he's already incited a breach of the peace.
No, sir, that's not true.
He's already upset all the people in there.
That was not my intention.
But that's what he's doing. So he thinks he knows the law. He's already caused a breach of the peace.
But that was not my intention.
But
I'm just exercising my First Amendment right, and I can't be responsible for how they feel.
Let me hear one at a time.
Yes, sir.
So he already has. The judge has already come out and expressed his concern, and he wants to keep doing this. That's fine. So I just put everybody into the courtroom. So he can't film the cashiers or anything back there. If he thinks he knows the law, that's fine.
Sir, I can film anything I can see.
From here, yes, but not from inside the courtroom, okay?
Oh, no, I understand. And even the judge, I told him that I'm not trying to disturb his court.
But you are.
But that's not my intention.
The auditor calmly explained his perspective to the officer, but the initial officer kept on escalating the situation, and it was obvious that he wanted him removed from the building. If that wasn't enough, even the judge tried to intervene.
Your Honor, you can't enforce your court rules out here. The First Amendment allows me to record out here. Well, if you understand, you can't do what you're doing. Okay, and I'm not trying to harm your court. All right.
I'm sorry? So he just out here, all the people that were sitting here, was filming them, and he upset a couple of them.
Oh, by filming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, this is what we're gonna do, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Have they rescheduled this case?
He's not even here for court.
Oh, you just came to film, that's it?
I just wanted to film the daily operations of the Justice of the Peace.
I get you, okay.
Yeah.
Well, do me a favor then, okay? You can film everything you want from outside the doors.
Sir, I have a legal right to walk in.
Yes, but you're breaching the peace in here. So if you want to get arrested for breaching the peace, that's fine. I mean, nobody has a problem with that.
Once again, the officer threatened him with arrest, instructing him to get outside the building. The auditor kept trying to defend his action, but it was all in vain.
But at this time, I am advising you that you are not allowed in here in the courtroom. You have no business in the
But this
court.
is not the courtroom. This is the public lobby.
Okay, this is a public lobby, but you have no business in the public lobby, and the judge already advised you.
But sir, he doesn't have authority in this lobby.
Actually, he does. This is his building. But I'm not going to argue with you. That's your choices. You want to go to jail for disorderly conduct, or you want to stand outside and you can record outside anything and everything you want.
Sir, I was never disorderly. I was simply standing and recording.
Right now, you're causing a breach of the peace. You know what that means, right?
Yeah, but...
Okay, you already disrupted the court. The judge already came out and talked to you. That's considered a breach of the peace. So we're being very, very lenient with you. So that's the two choices. What do you want?
Let me just say one thing.
No, nothing
Can I just say one more thing?
Nothing else. That's your two choices. What do you want?
I'm going to take choice two, but I just want to say one thing.
Let's go outside.
The cops couldn't answer his questions logically and kept manipulating the law to violate his civil rights. Ultimately, they were successful in removing him from the building.
But sir, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
If I came and I wore a swastika on my shirt and people didn't like it, can I be held responsible for their reaction?
Of course not.
Well, that's what happened today.
But if they get scared, any type of breach of the peace, it means that you're making somebody else uncomfortable. That's considered a breach of the peace. Then we can act on it. And then it's considered disorderly conduct. This is real big.
This is tyranny of the majority.
Okay, you can step outside now.
This isn't over.
Well, that's fine. But you can record everything you want.
You guys are going to see I have a legal right to be here.
Okay.
Who are you guys?
Sheriffs.
Like a detective?
Yes, sir.
Before you advance on me, can I just get some names here?
Yeah, you can get them outside. Go ahead. No, it's outside. There you go. You can record anything and everything you want from out here, okay?
You're violating my civil rights.
I'm gonna advise you right now, okay? If you come back into this lobby, you will be charged with criminal trespass.
Yeah, but it's a public place.
Yes, but if you're not wanted at a public place, because this is a county building, so then it would be criminal trespass. I know you're not gonna understand. You got your mentality.
My mentality? I'm living by the Constitution.
Okay, that's what's gonna happen, okay?
Once again, the corrupt cop was not making any sense at all. You can't trespass on public property, but there was nothing this poor auditor could do as these tyrants stood tall against him.
You understand?
Do you have like a business card?
No, I don't have any business card. You're recording. You got everything on video.
Could I get the names of these other officers? Like that deputy? Who was that
They
deputy?
weren't involved with anything?
Well, no, but they were obviously there to tackle me if need be.
Of course. How about it?
Can I get your name, deputy?
I'm Lieutenant Washington.
Oh, you're a lieutenant?
Yes.
Lieutenant, don't you understand the Constitution that I have a legal right to be here?
I understood what he told you. He explained it to you well. I believe he's correct. He's explaining it to you.
You believe that's correct? Man, you guys,
But that is correct. Okay?
That's not. You guys need to learn the First Amendment.
Okay, but you can record whatever you want from outside the lobby. Okay?
All right.
The auditor was ultimately thrown out of the public building in the name of disorderly conduct. It's really sad to see law enforcement officers behaving like this in the name of the law. Well, if you think these officers were terrible, the next ones will leave you shocked.
Driver's light. Oh, here comes 32. Oh, what are the chances of that?
In June 2022, Mario Rosales was traveling in his red Mustang with his girlfriend when he was pulled over by a couple of Alexandria police officers. Soon, the cops approached him and got him out of the car.
So, can you be honest with me? Why am I being stopped? Is it failure signal? That's straight, pure, straight honest answer. You failed to signal, so we stopped you. And we're just talking to people after we stopped you. Okay?
Hey, can I have your permission to retrieve that firearm out of your gun, out of your vehicle?
No, I don't want anybody searching my vehicle.
Okay, cool. Hey, listen, I don't know if my partner's done this or not, but I'm going to do it, okay? You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law to understand your rights. Traffic stop's a legal detainment. The reason I did that is I got a couple questions that may or may not pertain to your guilt or innocence, right? So I always advise before I ask those types of questions. It goes to the Fifth Amendment, right? So anytime you're not comfortable with one of my questions, you can say pass.
The officers claimed that Mario had failed to use his turn signal, but the dash cam footage showed otherwise. The officer then proceeded to search Mario and interrogated him.
Do you mind emptying out your pockets for me on the hood of my car?
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's a question. Nothing else? Do you mind if I check? Hey, grab my bar real quick. Do you mind if I check? Do you have something on you're not supposed to have?
I don't have anything on me. Yeah. I mean, I'd feel a lot safer if she had her phone. She was able to record while you check me.
Yeah, I recorded. You ever been arrested for anything?
No,
never.
Never? Never. Okay. I have a clean record.
I got you. On the vehicle?
No.
Meth.
No.
No. Fentanyl.
No.
Prescription not prescribed to you.
No. I don't have any kind of illegal substances or drugs.
Well, this brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where corrupt and abusive cops were exposed on camera. It's a shame that law enforcement officers break the laws they swore to protect. We can only hope that police departments start prioritizing legal training to prevent such incidents in the future. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.